back, or welcome if you're new here. I'm back with another video. We're gonna Sunday reset. We're gonna clean up the whole house. You guys are gonna see me make my iced latte. Technically, it's Monday because I had Monday off and it was a 3-day weekend. So we're just gonna pretend that it is a Sunday reset because I don't go back to work until tomorrow. Holidays are all over with. I've been playing around with decor. I bought a few new pieces for my house to make it feel like refreshed, a new year. I'm really excited with the way that things turned out. So you'll see it in the video. I'm gonna have all my links in my my links. All my links for everything will be in my description. I updated my like to know in my Amazon storefront, so everything's current with all the stuff that I have. Other than that, I'm gonna drink this. We're gonna get the reset started. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, for today's Sunday reset, I thought I would do something a little different than I've ever done before. Normally I walk you through what I'm doing, even though it's very self-explanatory through the video what I'm doing. But I thought since this is a few videos in that I've been posting on YouTube, I would sit down and kind of answer some like get to know me questions for those of you who don't know me, which most of you don't unless you came from other forms of social media. I asked chat to give me some very basic get to know me content creator questions. So they're going to be very basic, but maybe over time I will get into more in-depth questions. Plus, as you know, I post videos, new people might see them, so maybe you just need the basics. So yeah, let's just jump right into that. So for the first question, it's what's my name and what do people usually call me, which is funny because that's so obvious to me, but my name is Alexis and I go by Lex or Lexi. You will know me as Lex Rain, which is my username on every form of social media. That's from my full name. I just didn't use my full last name, and that's how Lex Rain became my name for everything. But yeah, so hi, I'm Alexis, but I go by Lex, so don't call me Alexis. Literally only my mom does when she's mad at me. So for the second question, it is where am I from and where do I live now? So I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and that is also where I still live. I live on the outskirts of the city now, but born and raised Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's where my whole family lives, and yeah, it's just what I know, and if it were up to me, I would move to Florida tomorrow. So, maybe one day. Me and my fiance bought our house in 2023. We live about an hour from where we grew up. We have a bit of a yard and outdoor space that was really important to both of us, and I actually really do love where we live. I just don't love winter. I am a winter hater, so I become a lot happier when we can sit outside on the porch, on the deck, cook out, things like that. I just do not like snow, cold winter, and today or this week in Pennsylvania is especially very, very cold. Number 3, what do I do for work and how did I end up doing it? Well, I work from home and I work in corporate America. I won't go into like the details of my job just to keep that protected, but it's nothing exciting. It's very, very basic corporate job, and I'm very thankful that I'm full-time work from home, and I have been since I graduated college. So yeah, and that's I guess how I got here was I went to school. I went to community college first, which I would recommend. I probably wouldn't recommend while I was in school, but now that I'm older, it was such the right decision. College is so expensive. So I graduated from community college with my associates in business, and then I transferred out to a university, and I had a scholarship because I was a transfer student from community college, which was very nice. And I went to Duquesne University. I studied supply chain management and digital marketing and analytics with a minor in information systems. So yeah, that's what led me here to my job now, my 9 to 5. For the fourth question, it is what kind of content do I make here? So on YouTube so far, I've done a lot of decorating, Sunday resets, slow morning routines. That's kind of what I want to stick around. Very lifestyle, very normal, very romanticizing the mundane, the normal life. I personally love watching videos like this. I love being motivated by seeing other people clean their houses and do a Sunday reset, and I love watching how people decorate, so that's the content I want to put out there. In 2014, I did start a blog that was centered around being a college student and affordable outfit ideas and DIYs. So a lot of my content will be at the base of affordable options, normal people, normal things, normal lifestyle content, just normal life stuff, and that is always how it has been for me. So started out as a blogger way back in 2014, and I loved every bit of it. And as time has moved, you move on through different forms like Instagram, and then you move through TikTok and YouTube. I've always wanted to do, but I absolutely hate talking to a camera. I feel really goofy and I feel really weird, and I'm sure it doesn't appear weird to people watching, but I always am like, oh my gosh, I'm so cringe, I can't hear myself like on a recording. And I finally got over that hurdle this last year, and I took the leap, I guess, and I'm so happy that I did, because I'm really enjoying this. And as you do talk more, you will get better, but trust me, like, I cringe at myself. If you call me out on how many times I say the word like, you're gonna hurt my feelings, because I know I'm so girly when I talk, and it will be like this, like this, like this. Like, if you're watching my video, you already know that I've said it a million times. Okay, number 5, how would I describe my life in this season? I actually really like that question. So this season of my life, I live with my fiance. We got engaged in May, and we live together. We are just starting the wedding planning process. We got our first dog in February, and I think I'm living in such a fun part of my life, a really peaceful, a very fun and quiet but exciting time. But it's also filled with a bit of sadness and grief at the same time, because in April of 2025, my family, we lost my stepdad. He was my stepdad since I was 2 years old, and I lost my biological dad in 2017. So this season of my life is mixed with happiness and sadness and adjustments, but I'm really thankful to be where I'm at. Honestly, the passing of my stepdad is what pushed me to start YouTube. This is something I've wanted to do for a very, very long time, and it was finally like, you know what? Right now is the best time, because life is very short and you should be doing things that make you happy. So essentially, he was my leap, and that is why I am making these videos now. Okay, number 6, what does a pretty typical day look like for me? So very typical day in my life when I'm working Monday through Friday is I wake up, I shower, I turn on my computer, I make my coffee. That's when I normally film my morning routine as I'm like starting up the day. And I normally post morning TikToks, and I post them on shorts too. So if you want to see like shorter form content of my morning routine, totally just check out my shorts for my TikTok. But then I log on, I work my basic 9 to 5. If it's nice out, I will go take my dog for a walk. And then typically when I'm about done with work, I start dinner. I might fold some laundry here and there, and I wait for my fiance to get home. We'll have dinner together, and then we just like hang out. I like to read, we'll relax, we'll watch a show, we'll watch a movie. When the weather's nice, we almost always either go to the track and walk, or we have a trail that we walk at. Monday through Friday, life is really for kind of keeping it peaceful, trying to get some form of movement, and just working. I'd like to keep my Monday through Friday very simple, very routine, so then I can enjoy the weekends. For number 7, what are my favorite things to do when I'm not working? Which is good. I was going to get into this with the last question, so I'm glad I didn't. When I'm not working, I love the most basic girly things you could think of. I love going to get coffee. I love running to Marshall's, TJ Maxx. I love going to a mall. I love Target. I love, running errands and having a coffee in my hand. I love seeing my friends getting together for dinner or some kind of girly themed night. That's something we always do. I love hosting. I love spending time with my family and with my fiance's family. We do see them a ton. He has a really, really big family. I love date nights with my fiance. His name's Mitchell. I'm just going to refer to him as Mitchell through the rest of the video. Me and Mitchell, we love date nights. We love spending time together. We love trying new restaurants. We love going to new places. We love a good Facebook market find. So yeah, basically outside of working, I love spending time with like the people who matter most to me and just filling my cup up in whatever way that is. I love reading. I love spending time with my dog. It doesn't take too much to excite me and make me happy. So that's how I spend my days usually. Number 8, what's my go-to coffee order? Super easy. It is an iced vanilla latte with oat milk that I almost always get decaf because caffeine gives me the jitters way, way, way too bad. This is my basic order that I get at every coffee shop that I go to. It's very safe and it's almost always good. They don't really mess it up often. Anytime I try something new, I'm like, this tastes like poop water. No, thank you. But I will say a good seasonal drink, like a pumpkin cream cold brew, will absolutely be digested in my stomach a few times in the fall season. Number 9, am I more of a homebody or always on the go? That's an easy one. I am more of a homebody, 100%. When I was younger, I was more on the go. Now, nope. I love being home, especially in the winter, just because it's so cold. I love being home. I genuinely love decorating, cleaning my house. I love cooking dinner. I just love huddled up on the couch watching a good show or reading a good book. Just peaceful. When life can be a little bit stressful, like you just crave peace like that, and that's definitely where I'm at in my life. So homebody for sure. I will say I try to get out on the weekends because I am home majority of the week because I work from home. So you have to have balance in there too. Number 10, what kind of music, shows, or podcasts do I love? So easy for me. If it plays on the radio, I more than likely like it. I'm very pop music type of girl. Taylor Swift, Megan Maroney, Ariana Grande, Kelsey Ballerini, all my faves. Sabrina Carpenter, Tate McRae. I'm definitely starting to lean a little more pop country too, which is crazy because growing up, you couldn't catch me dead listening to country music. But as I gotten older, I'm like, okay, I like this stuff a little bit. As for shows, I love anything nostalgic. I love Gilmore Girls, One Tree Hill, Pretty Little Liars, Desperate Housewives. Those are like my go-to rewatch shows. Gossip Girl, you name it, like anything peak at that time. That's definitely a comfort show and I rewatch it all the time. I don't really listen to podcasts other than Gals on the Go, so I'd say that's my number 1 probably. So maybe I'll go into books since I don't really listen to podcasts. Really like Frida McFadden, Colleen Hoover, anything that was like on Book Talk or anything and it's a popular book, or if you go into Target and it's like a bestseller, I will pick it up and I will probably read it. I like quick, easy reads, ones that don't involve a lot of thinking. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but for me, I'm not reading to like expand my brain. I'm reading to like just zone out and read and have like a fun read. So that's what I like. Just anything, if you will learn with me, it's anything basic and girly, I'm gonna love it. It's right up my alley. I think that's a good place to stop with the questions for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little bit more. If you like this, let me know and I'll keep doing more and we can deep dive into who I am, more about me, because I do want to get more comfortable with chit-chatting and I want you guys to feel like I'm your friend and that you guys know me, because that is the whole point of being a content creator / YouTuber. I want everyone to feel comfortable on my little corner of the internet and feel like they know me. So I love this idea of talking more and answering some questions maybe on my Sunday resets so you guys will get to know me more. And if you've made it this far into the video, definitely feel free to leave a comment and let me know if you like the questions or not. Let me know if you have any questions that you would like me to answer or explain better. And also let me know in the comments what video brought you to my channel or what do you like about my channel so far. I'd love to hear. brother and his girlfriend got me this grinder, and then they got me fresh espresso beans for my espresso machine. So coffee has been, or lattes, have been a game changer lately. That's a good one. I did update these shelves and I wanted to like show you guys because I'm actually loving the way they turned out. So a lot of this stuff I already had, but I did find, these are fake coffee table books. They were $17 for this 2-pack, which was very fair because coffee table books are very expensive. And then this is another fake one, and then these two are real books. And then I got this H, this floral H from Kirkland's just this weekend, and I am soon to be married, so this will be my new last name. So just like a little touch there to like incorporate like pictures and stuff to make it feel like we love decor, but we love it to be like realistic too at the same time. So this is new. This is from Walmart. This print was from Hobby Lobby. If you didn't know that, Hobby Lobby sells like prints that you can also get off like Amazon. But yeah, I got a pack of prints and they were like $4. But yeah, like I'm kind of loving these shelves. You saw in my, I don't know what video it was, but we did put those shelves in. It used to just be the fireplace with the mantle. This is my first time decorating the shelves with like normal decor. I wanted the decor to look very like intentional and fitting and not too much like just crap placed on a shelf, because I feel like sometimes that just happens. Like I didn't want it just to be decor. I wanted it to be cute, intentional, but not too much, and still kind of like flow where it just doesn't look like there's just like too much. I played around with it for a little bit and then I left the mantle basically empty except for that little bowl. It just fit, so I had it. I got that picture, did some florals. I kept the two top parts with the moss balls in it, like not symmetrical, but kind of for like my like brain to not freak out over it. With the candles, some greenery, like stuff like that. So I think it really flows well and it doesn't look too busy. And then I made the bookshelves look a little more busy because I wanted them to look styled. And I needed the other two, technically I have 2 entryway tables. I wanted them to look simple. When I was decorating, it just was like, it just felt like there was just too much shit everywhere. Like, that's not the vibe I'm going for. I really think everything finally turned out very cute after I had to buy some stuff, but that's the fun of decorating, right? You gotta buy some stuff. So I upgraded with the lamp and then the vase, and they were a little bit more pricey than I typically spend. The lamp was $100, this was like $50. I had the greenery already, but I wanted them to, didn't want 2 lamps, but I wanted them to almost equal each other on each side. And then just, I saw this on Pinterest, like a scallop tray. And then I put the 2 fake coffee table books, this scallop tray, also matchy, and just a candle, because I will always have a candle burning like when as soon as you walk in. 1 coffee table books, so expensive for no reason. These are fake ones, but they're really cute. Of course, this looking out the window. And then these are real books that I got off Amazon, and they were cheap actually. And this is from Hobby Lobby, candle, but I kept this like really simple too. Like essentially, I think that's what fixed everything. Like I may have had to invest in these pieces and spend like a couple $100s, but I think it was well worth it for the flow of everything and like the ease of my brain. Because when things look like just like shit placed on a shelf, I'm like, okay, my house is messy, and I didn't want to feel that way. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I told you guys I got the new lamps in like my front living room. I put the old ones in this room because I still really like them, so I think they fill the space well. you guys ever noticed, but I don't separate things when I wash them. Like lights, darks, all that stuff. If like a piece of clothing needs like a special wash in my house, no it doesn't, because I'm not doing all that. Same with like things that are like not dishwasher safe. Yeah, not in my house, not around here. In that dishwasher, you'll be fine. Bless the people that do it like that, but like, I work full time. I don't have time for that. This looks so good. Made it to the end. If you guys made it to the end of the video, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. And if you're a returning viewer, glad that you came back. If you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe, like, leave a comment. I love to hear what you guys have to say, any form of feedback. I'm so excited over my new entryway decor. I just thought like the room needed something that wasn't just stuff on a shelf. I wanted it to look more intentional and more to fill the space. And I feel like this totally does. Basically, thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Cheers. He never does this when I'm cleaning.